Does this look stupid? I think it does, but you know what? I just got done taking the kids down, and neighbor kids down too, for ice creams. It's hot. No, I don't live in a hot area. Don't tell the Danites it's hot. It's very cold, but I'm cold-blooded. This is a shirt. It's an old pair of garments. No, it's not. I'm not that disrespectful. Well, I am, but I don't have an old piece of garment. So anyway, if this bothers you, just tell me on your comments, and I will never do it again. Just like I told my ex-wives, anything you don't like about me, just let me know, and your ass will be out the door, and it was. I know this always upsets me when I'm expecting the same thing over and over and over again, and somebody changes. They're not the same person. But anyway, I was out in the sun and chasing the kids with ice creams. I want to do a video. I've had some people write to me sometimes and say, well, why did you resign from the Mormon church? Why don't you just leave them alone and they'll go home wagging their tails behind them? They don't. They don't leave you alone. But that's not the reason I resigned. I'm going to use some analogies here that could be offensive, and if they are, good. No. If I was a member of the KKK, now for those of you too damn young, it's the Ku Klux Klan, and they used to burn black people for no reason. They would burn crosses on their property, and they'd burn their houses down and hang them in the middle of the night for no reason, and rape their children and kill and plunder. Now, let's say that I was a member of the KKK 20 or 30 years ago. I could say now, well, yeah, I'm a member officially, but we don't do those things anymore. We don't hang people in the middle of the night. We don't burn down churches. You know what I would say to that person? Why didn't you take your name off of that group? Because when I hear your name and I hear you say that you are a member, or were a member, or continue to be a member, but you may be an inactive member of the KKK, it tells me a lot about you. It tells me a lot about your morality, a lot about your ability to stand up for yourself, a lot about your character, about your integrity. It tells me a shitload of information about you. Well, why did I resign? No, I wasn't excommunicated. I get 2 or 3 people that keep coming on and going, you must have been excommunicated. And I go, you must not be able to read. Go back in my videos. I've been 100% honest. I haven't been excommunicated. I resigned. After reading the doctrine and the history of the church, I said to myself, I don't want my name associated with this. I don't approve of marrying 14-year-old girls. And I don't approve of killing the Mountain Meadows massacre people, 121 innocent people. I don't approve of that. I don't want my name on that. I don't want my name on polygamy. I don't want my name with Brigham Young. And I certainly don't want my name associated with the pedophile Joseph Smith. It's a lot easier to just, as a human being, we're busy, got a million things to do nothing. Just go, well, the hell with it. I just am inactive and they don't know where I am and whatever. Well, that's okay. I'm not making a video here on everybody resigned from the Mormon church. Maybe I am. No, I'm not, really. If you like the Mormon church and it floats your boat, for God's sake, stay in it. If it makes you a better person, stay in it. It didn't make me a better person. I'm a better person now. I have higher standards now than the Mormon church. I don't marry 14-year-old girls. I don't kill innocent people. I don't lie. I don't cheat. I don't steal. I don't take advantage of wealth. I don't take money from the poor and give it to myself, the rich. Is it important to take our names off of organizations or associations that don't reflect our values anymore? I think it is. Now, in thinking of doing this video, I thought, well, I don't approve of everything the United States does. Should I resign my citizenship to the United States of America? I think that's going too far. But I do think this. Everything that I don't agree with, I should say. I didn't agree with the war in Vietnam. That was a fiasco that I can't even explain to this day. I don't believe the way that Korea War was handled. And now we have a North and a South Korea. Would have I dropped the atomic bomb? That's a tough one. I wasn't there. Truman, I wasn't there. I can't judge the man. But I can certainly say that dropping the atomic bomb for me would be the last resort. I can't say that all of the things that the United States of America has done I approve of. I don't approve of going over to Africa and tearing slave families away from each other and selling them to work for free for the Southerners. I don't approve of that. I don't approve of stealing the damn Indians' land, which all this land was the Indians, and we gave them a couple of reservations in the desert. I don't approve of that. I don't approve of importing all the Chinese people to build our railroad, because we're too lazy. We didn't want to do it. I don't approve of that. And I'm ashamed that we brought so many Hispanic people into this country to pick our strawberries and our oranges in California, and that we rode them around on buses that had no seats in them, and their children and the wives stood at the side of the road, no restrooms, no running water, and the men in the fields bent over in 103-degree temperature picking strawberries. I don't approve of that. The United States did that. State of California, state of Utah, other states. I don't approve of capital punishment except under the most extreme cases. So I think as humans and as members of the United States, we need to know what organizations we belong to, and our name is associated with the values and the history and the traditions of that organization. So yes, I'm very, very proud to be an American. I am not proud that we conquered the Philippines when we did and how we did. I'm not proud of that. There are many, many things, on the other hand, that I could go on for hours and hours about the good things of America. And David wants his name associated with those good things. But the bad things, I got to be a man. I got to man up and go, hey, you know what? I don't want my name on that. Yeah, I used to belong to the KKK, but that was in 1901, and I ain't been there since, and I don't approve of them. Well, now people know me. But when it says, are you a Mormon? They go, well, I used to be. Well, I still am. Well, I'm inactive. I'm a Jack Mormon. Well, really what you are is an imbecile. Because as soon as you allow your name to be associated with a cult, people think polygamous, they think 14-year-old marriages, they think of the Mountain Meadows Massacre, the hating of the ERA, the hating of the blacks, the hating of the gay people. That's what your name is associated with. So this video is important to me. You can see I dressed up for it. I don't want my name associated with things that I don't approve of and things that are below my standard. If your standard is the Mormon Church and that's as high as you're going to go, that says a lot about you. That says a lot about you, is how low your standard really is. If you want to give your money undocumented and unreceipted and not receipted, you'll jump on me for that. Yeah, you do get a receipt back, but you don't know where the money goes. You're not being responsible. You're just throwing the money out the window, hoping some poor child will get it. And you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. Doesn't matter if they steal it. Doesn't matter if it goes out the window. The policies of the Mormon Church is, once you throw it out the window, it's for poor people. The Lord will come down and bless you and pay-lail you. And, you know, that's the doctrines of the Mormon Church. So if your standards are that low, I don't care. Just tell me you're a Mormon. I know right away. I know right away how high your standards are. I know right away how much you lie, you cheat, you steal. I know Ponzi schemes. I know pyramid schemes. I know missionaries and what they do and how they do it. And I've got some relatives that were missionaries that were screwing their converts. I know the missionary program. I've got relatives that didn't go back to their own country and stayed over their visas and didn't obey the law of the land. So tell me that you're associated with that organization and their stealing of women and keeping parents out of the weddings of their children. Tell me I'm a Mormon. And right away I know who you are. I know the low standards that you have. And I know how influenced you can be. Easily influenced. But you will not stand up for yourself. You will constantly bow your head and say yes. You will not be your own person. You do not think analytically. You run your life with your emotions, and usually that runs you right into the ground. So, end of my video summary. I don't want my name associated with the KKK, or the Book of Mormon, or the Mormons, or the FLDS Mormons. I don't want my name anywhere that I don't approve of most of what the program is offering. And when I don't approve of what the whole program is offering, I go public. And I say, I don't believe this. The Vietnam War was a joke. It killed 50,000 people unnecessarily. I was there. I wasn't in Vietnam. I was running towards Canada going, this is idiotic. Now you know what? You can take a vacation into Vietnam. It's one of the most beautiful vacation spots in the world. And Americans are spending their money in that communist country that killed our people, that dragged them around behind trucks and dismembered them, and now they're our friends. 50 years ago, I knew that was a screw-up, and I stood by it. When they got up to salute the flag, I would stand respectfully, because I do that in every country. Even in the Philippines, when their flag rose and everyone rose up, they would, go through the handshake. All the countries have that bullshit. I just stood there respectfully that it was their flag and their country. I did that for years and years. And still in the United States, when the flag raises for me in the United States, I will stand up. But I will not pledge allegiance to anything that has something to do with Vietnam and Korea and the My Lai massacre and the soldiers in Afghanistan pissing on dead bodies. I'm not going to have my name associated with that with a carte blanche card. Now, I do support defending our country. I do support the freedoms of America. I love the right of being able to come on the video and speak my mind, and there's only a few people chasing me and trying to kill me, but in other countries they would have got me already, so it's better than most countries. So, you want your name associated with certain things? God, leave it there. But I took the extra time and the extra effort to resign. I do not approve of the standards of the Mormon Church. I wanted to have higher standards, not the low standards of the Mormon Church. Thanks.